I'm Zach George. I teach people how to communicate with dogs. Meet Wallace, the Shepherd Malinois cross, who is a very energetic adolescent dog. In training with me, we'll tackle things like leash pulling, hyperactivity, tricks, and everything else you could ever want, while simultaneously integrating him into a multi-dog household. This isn't your average dog training series. This is the dog training revolution.
Introducing dogs to one another can feel like walking a tightrope sometimes. When Wallace first arrived, I wanted to give him plenty of time to adapt to his environment. So we hung out in the backyard for like 45 minutes to an hour, but that gave him a chance to explore, even though he wouldn't let me get within 5 to 10 feet of him at first. So I got him to run after a few Frisbees over that course of time, get rid of some of that stress and energy, hopefully.
Bree is gonna come downstairs with Inertia and maybe Veronica. I'm gonna do separate introductions so that no one feels overwhelmed. Got a lot of his energy out, so hopefully he'll feel less anxious. I've allowed him to adapt to the environment. You ready to meet Inertia?
After he relaxed a bit, I decided it'll be okay to introduce him to Inertia. I feel pretty confident in Inertia and her ability to read the situation accordingly. As a safety net, what I decided to do in this case was have Wallace and Inertia meet through the fence.
See the piloerection there. Let him smell. Looking at that body language on both dogs. Both dogs appear more curious. I'm not really seeing any hard staring or overly stiff body language. So rather than risking frustration through the fence, I decided to let them check each other out while things were going pretty well.
I could read Inertia really well. She seemed quite eager and ready to meet Wallace. So we decided to let her meet face to face, and here's how it went.
I'm satisfied with that. Let's see how they do here. First meeting, getting some butt sniffs.
Inertia being my partner in a way, I feel that she can actually assist us in helping him feel more at ease. Something that a lot of dogs like are interaction with their own species. That might also be a way that we can make him feel better. Inertia has a lot of experience with our resident dogs, our foster dogs, and puppies that we've worked with over the years. And she's really learned how to address other dogs in a way that helps them feel confident too. We know what happens when dogs play. They get in a good mood.
There's a nice shake off. Inertia likes to initiate play. He recognized that and came running. Let's see. Zoomies. There we go. Told y'all, do I know my dog or what?
It's almost always a great sign, especially when you can get two dogs hitting a play battle together. Look to see if they're imitating one another in their play, if they take turns getting on their back or rolling over or jumping up and roughhousing together. When they're playing chase, see if they're taking turns playing chase or if it's just one dog doing all the chasing, which might be an indicator that you need to give them a break because we want to see them chasing each other in general. Now for the fun part, introducing him to our 11-pound mixed breed dog, Veronica.
Hey, you see Veronica.
Now, Veronica is small, so we have to take extra care to make sure she is safe during this introduction, because it's easier for her to get both physically and emotionally overwhelmed by a much larger, playful dog. You could see she was a little tense. I mean, she was okay, but I didn't want her to be overwhelmed. So what did I do? I gave him something else to focus on so that we could end on a good note during that very brief exchange. Now, don't be fooled by her small size. Veronica can be quite outgoing when she's trying to communicate with new dogs.
She's apprehensive, shaken off, but ready to communicate to him. Don't you come on strong to me, I'm ready. Yep, and she said, hey, you're getting too close. Let me adjust on my terms. He seemed to respect that, actually. Nice and healthy so far. You know, smaller dogs very often do come on a bit stronger because they're aware that they're outmatched size-wise. Well done there. Veronica standing her ground without escalating too much. That's normal communication. That's what we want to see out of both dogs. Very confident. Her having to, you can imagine from her position, having to meet a Shepherd Malinois mix could be a bit intimidating, but not Veronica. No, she's not intimidated. She understands she's got age and experience on her side. And it's amazing to see Wallace taking those hints very well. Dogs are quite intelligent and they have a language all their own. Of course, since he's an adolescent dog, he's not
perfect all of the time. So those are the times where we have to step in and advocate and redirect. And the benefit here is that Wallace hopefully will learn how to more appropriately interact with small dogs, because I think we might have a little work to do there. We were also careful to do this off leash so they could most naturally interact with one another in a way that was natural to each individual dog. Sometimes leashes, for example, can create frustration.
Are there any resource guarding issues here? The nurse is pretty good about letting go of the Frisbee when another dog wants it. She's very good at de-escalating. So let's send him out first. We'll give him a roller. Then we'll send inertia out. Oops. See, now he doesn't try to steal her Frisbee. That's nice. All right. You're showing him all your black belt moves. You gotta ease him into it, inertia.
I think she's really excited to have him here.
No doubt.
Another good friend.
She will still communicate when she feels Wallace goes too far in the way that dogs do, but she does it in a very measured way, not in a way that escalates. The other dog can really receive that message well. If she does say, yo, back up a little bit, man, they'll know it's in good faith. A measured correction is usually very brief. It does not involve biting typically, or if it does, it's not hard biting. Now, if a dog has a history of biting, doesn't get along with other dogs, is showing stiff posture, hard staring, or threatening growling, you would want to hold off in that situation and avoid immediate introductions. Take time to assess their behavior, get to know those dogs better. Be sure to find a reputable behavior consultant who uses modern methods. Your easy homework, whether you're introducing new dogs or not, is to make your dog feel as happy as you can until our next video.
Special thanks to Bark. Every single day I use Bark products when I'm training Wallace.
Yes!
Their traditional Bark box is amazing for the majority of dogs, while their Super Chewer line, that's for those really tough dogs. You know, just like Wallace here. It keeps you well stocked with novel toys and treats. That can be an amazing training strategy. Right now, you can get double the toys and treats from BarkBox or Super Chewer for as low as $24 a month with my special links below. Click thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on social. I'll have links below. Get both of my books.
We'll see you next time.